Get ready to question everything you thought you knew about thrillers, because the best one of the 21st century isn't just a movie, it's an experience. David Lynch's Mulholland Drive has officially been crowned the greatest psychological thriller of this century, and it's not even close. According to a massive New York Times survey featuring top filmmakers, critics, and cultural influencers, Mulholland Drive sits at number 2 on their list of the best 100 films of the 21st century, right behind Bong Joon-ho's Oscar-sweeping Parasite. But when it comes to thrillers, Lynch takes the crown. Like, share, subscribe, and don't forget to drop your wildest theory about Mulholland Drive in the comments. Because trust us, this film thrives on interpretation. Released in 2001 and directed by the late legendary David Lynch, Mulholland Drive is a neo-noir mystery that bends the boundaries of logic, narrative structure, and even reality itself. It didn't just break the mold, it melted it down and reshaped it into something completely unrecognizable. And the craziest part? It wasn't even supposed to be a movie. Yeah, that's right. Lynch originally pitched Mulholland Drive as a TV series for ABC. Think Twin Peaks energy, but with an even darker twist. The plan was to unravel the mystery piece by piece across episodes, but the network didn't get it. Executives pulled the plug after seeing Lynch's cut, thinking it was too strange, too slow, or just too Lynch. Canceled in 1999, the project looked like it was destined for the creative graveyard. Then Studio Canal stepped in. The French production company gave Lynch the green light and the funding to rework the project into a feature-length film. Instead of trimming the fat, Lynch doubled down on the weird. He layered in dream logic, cryptic symbols, and existential dread, giving the film a haunting tone that left audiences stunned. The movie premiered at Cannes in 2001 and exploded onto the scene. Critics were floored, audiences were confused, but obsessed. It became an instant cult classic. And now, decades later, it's being praised as not only Lynch's masterpiece, but also the definitive thriller of the modern era. So, what exactly is Mulholland Drive about? Well, that's a loaded question. At the surface level, it follows Betty Elms, played by Naomi Watts in a career-launching performance. Betty's an aspiring actress who's just landed in Hollywood, fresh-faced and full of hope. She moves into her aunt's apartment and meets a mysterious woman suffering from amnesia. This woman, played by Harring, names herself Rita after spotting a poster of Rita Hayworth's Gilda. She has no idea who she really is, only that she survived a car crash and has a strange blue key in her purse. Together, Betty and Rita start piecing together the mystery. Who is Rita? Why was she almost killed? And what does the key unlock? As they investigate, the film dives into a web of sinister plots, secret identities, and surreal set pieces. There's a director named Adam, played by Justin Theroux, who's being forced by mobsters to cast a specific unknown actress. There's a man plagued by terrifying visions of a monster lurking behind a diner. And there's a hitman whose job goes hilariously and horrifically wrong. Every storyline adds another puzzle piece, but none of them fit the way you expect. The tension keeps rising. The logic keeps twisting. And just when you think you've figured it out, boom. Lynch flips the entire narrative. That's where Mulholland Drive hits you hardest. Around the two-thirds mark, the film reinvents itself. Betty becomes Diane. Rita becomes Camilla. Their relationship turns from discovery to obsession. The hopeful dream of Hollywood success shatters, and all that's left is bitterness, jealousy, and the unbearable sting of rejection. Some viewers interpret it as a dream collapsing into reality. Others say it's a parallel universe or even a purgatory of guilt. Lynch never explains. He wants you to connect the dots. One of the film's most iconic scenes, the club Silencio, captures this perfectly. Betty and Rita sit in a dark, eerie theater. A man on stage proclaims, "No hey banda, there is no band." Music plays anyway. A woman appears and sings a haunting Spanish rendition of Roy Orbison's Crying. Halfway through, she collapses. The voice keeps going. It's a moment that sends chills down your spine and tears down your face. And it's the heart of Lynch's thesis. Nothing is what it seems. Naomi Watts' performance is nothing short of extraordinary. Before Mulholland Drive, she was a relative unknown in Hollywood, struggling for years to break through. But her dual role as Betty and Diane was a revelation. Bright-eyed innocence morphing into raw emotional collapse. It was the kind of performance that made critics stop and take notice. She later went on to star in The Ring, 21 Grams, King Kong, and returned to the Lynchiverse in Twin Peaks: The Return.